Hi, my name is Mohammad Raza, and in this lesson, we'll continue from where we left off in our last lesson. So now that we know what HTML is, what tags are, how to use tags in a web page, we'll continue from here and we'll see some more tags. At the end of this video, you'll learn how to properly structure your web page. We'll also briefly look at the tags we learned today. We'll output the same text, but this time we will properly structure our web page. So first, let's just remove this line. And I'll type our first tag, which is the doctype. Doctype is actually not a tag. It's a declaration that tells the browser what type of document to expect. So HTML first came with its first version of HTML2, and nowadays HTML has its latest version of HTML5. Throughout these years, we used several different types of doctypes, but now it's a very simple doctype, and we type it like this. HTML is mostly not case sensitive, so it's not necessary to use all caps for writing doctype, but it's a good practice and I usually follow this. So after this doctype declaration, the first tag we use is of HTML. It's a good practice to close a tag the moment we open it so that we don't forget to close it out. The HTML tag is also called the root element because all other tags come inside of it. So HTML does not contain any content. It just contains other tags. So the first tag we're going to use is the head tag. I'll make some space for the head tag, and it's a good practice to space it out and then type the tag. The head tag provides general information about the document, including its title, links, scripts, and style sheets. We'll talk about most of these things in our later videos. Once again, the head tag does not contain any content directly, but it contains some other tags. The only tag we're going to see today is the title tag. The title tag defines the title of a document. So in this case, you can see that in the browser, the tab is showing first-webpage.html, which is the name of our file, because we haven't defined any title. So if I type my first web page inside the title tag and hit Ctrl S and then refresh, you can see that the title is reflected onto the browser. Go back. The next tag we are going to see is the body tag. The body tag represents the content of HTML document. All the content of an HTML page comes under the body tag. So for this example, we'll just use a p tag, and in between these tags, I'll write, "This is my first web page." Hit Ctrl S, refresh, and the paragraph has been printed. So the only difference between our previous program and this program is that in this program, we're using a proper structure that is usually used to create a professional website. Although there are some tags like meta tag or link tag that we can use, but for the time being, it's sufficient to build this page. So in the next lesson and onwards, rather than using Notepad as our text editor, we'll use a proper text editor that will have proper code hinting, and it'll help us in writing HTML. So once again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like the video. If you have any suggestions or feedback or comments, do let me know. I'll definitely get back to you. And yeah, let's move on to the next lesson.